Welcome to Reddit Ask Me Anything. By Reddit Emma. I have a medical condition that prevents my brain and body from recognizing basic life needs such as hunger, thirst, and tiredness. Ask me anything. Hello. When I was born I was a bit underweight, 5 pounds and 20 pence. When I was 6 months old I was 12 pounds, and at 9 months I was still 12 pounds. I was diagnosed with failure to thrive, FTT, at 10 months, because I was not gaining weight. I never cried when I was hungry, so my mom never knew when she needed to feed me. When I was 11 I had minor heat stroke. I told my parents I didn't feel thirsty at all and didn't know to drink water. After conducting tests it was revealed that I'm unable to feel hunger or thirst, which is a very rare condition that affects a small amount of the population. I also am unable to feel tiredness, though this is most likely insomnia and unrelated. Feel free to ask any questions about my life, my experience, or my feelings. I'm not sure how to provide proof, since I can't exactly show my medical history, so you'll just have to take my word for it. Do you have to put yourself on a schedule to eat? Yes. 9 AM breakfast, 12 PM lunch, 3:30 snack, 7 PM dinner. 500 calories each main meal, 254 snack. Do you not feel your breathing either, blinking? Do you not feel the grumbly feelings in your stomach, or do you just not connect it with wanting food? Most people don't feel breathing or blinking. I don't feel the sensation of hunger until about 30 hours. Then it is an intense pain in my stomach, but if I eat anything, like just a cracker, it goes away. I will admit I go too long without eating when I'm focused on school or work. So do you feel headaches or stuff from not sleeping, or can you just keep functioning without passing out? No headaches. The only time I get headaches is occasionally during my monthly. I get a bit confused and don't want to do anything if it's been a while though. I can always keep function. However, if I fall asleep I will sleep for over 13 hours if I let myself. I wake up every time I enter REM, 90 minutes into sleep, but can fall back asleep within a few minutes if I let myself. Wow, I can't even comprehend that. I have to sleep either less than 4 hours or close to 15 on alternating days. That's why I made this lol. I figure it's hard for people to understand, so I want to give everyone the opportunity to ask questions if they want to. Thank you. This is a very interesting thread. Wow, I don't even know what to ask. I didn't even know this existed. How old are you? How has this issue affected your lifestyle in general? Do you still have cravings for things to eat or drink? Do you need constant care, or are you self-sufficient? Do you have to take any kind of medication specific to this? Man, those are a lot of questions. Feel free to not answer them if you feel they are too intrusive. I hope you have a happy life. 19. I have to constantly track my calories and water intake to make sure I get enough to not die. I crave pasta pretty much all the time, even though it's a bit unhealthy. I take care of myself and use apps to track my calories. My mom reminds me to eat sometimes though. I don't take any medicine at all, except melatonin to help my brain shut off enough to sleep. Questions are fine. I rather people ask questions and understand rather than make assumptions. I love pasta. I think most people do, lol. It's a common favorite food here. I probably eat pasta to an unhealthy degree, live every day I eat other stuff too but just in pasta. Hey, this is the only life you have, might as well enjoy it. With the sleeplessness, how long have you gone with no sleep? I think my record is 41 hours back, when I was an idiot high school student. I actually wanted to test the effects of not sleeping for a week, but my mom knocked that idea out real fast lol. Wow, any negative effects from staying up that long? I was definitely a bit confused and out of the loop. My eyes felt sore and heavy. Other than that, though, I felt like I could run a marathon. Does it also apply for pooping? Sorry if this is a bit inappropriate, just curious. No. Bathroom breaks happen just the same as they do for everyone else, lol. If I eat something, it comes out. I don't use the bathroom often, if I don't eat enough, obviously. Do you feel the need to use the restroom? Or is it like you're eating, where you're on a schedule as to be sure you're excreting at the appropriate time? I do have to use the restroom and I feel that need, luckily. I could see how that could go very bad. What side effects do you have from not feeling hunger? Biggest one is just not eating enough. I've always been a bit underweight and don't gain weight. I can go about 36 hours without eating before feeling even a little bit of pain. Because of not eating, I sometimes get dizzy and confused. I've passed out before. If you don't feel hunger, do you not feel full after you've ate? No. I overeat often when it is a food I enjoy. Normally it is fine, but I have puked before from overeating. I know that feeling all too well. Do you enjoy eating? And, if you don't feel tired, does that mean you can function normally and be productive by studying, for instance, while everyone else is asleep? Yes. I love eating. Since I can't eat to live, I live to eat. I'm definitely a night owl, and I hate being on a normal sleep schedule. I do my best work at 2 AM. I have insomnia as well, and I couldn't relate more to the late night work. All my essays have been written around 4 AM and I always do much better on those. I actually get better grades when I write an essay at, say, 4 AM compared to 2 PM. Do people assume that you have an eating disorder or that you're doing all of this for attention? Yes. My brother and dad thought I was making it up when I was 11. My mom thought I was anorexic. I actually did develop anorexia when I was 13 to 14, which was stupid because I was definitely not overweight. I just wanted to be in control of something, and I knew eating was the one thing I had control of. I don't really care what people think though. If they think I'm lying, they aren't really my friends to begin with. So if you have no appetite, do you struggle to eat? Most people only eat till they're hungry, so do you have to portion out your meals to maintain your weight? I do struggle to eat when I'm busy or there is simply nothing good to eat. I skip breakfast and lunch a lot. I base my portions off of other people. Such as if I'm eating with friends or family, I take as much food as they do. At restaurants I eat about as much as the person I'm eating with does. I have failure to thrive, so I don't gain weight very easily. I have been 130 pounds ever since I was 15. I exercise a lot, though, which does help. I do overeat, which sometimes causes me to vomit, which isn't fun. Would it not be best to portion your foods accordingly? I try to portion my foods, but when it's one of my favorite foods I can't help but eat a lot of it. Fair enough, my guy. How do you prevent overheating? Obviously your water needs on a hot day will be more than normal. Do you take cues from other people, like, oh that guy took a sip of water, maybe I should too? Yes. I don't spend a ton of time outside, mostly inside for classes and studying. When I'm outside I always carry water with me. I have used timers on my phone and smartwatches to keep track of my hydration. I have been overheated a lot, so I make sure to stay in the shade. Do you feel full after a heavy meal? No. I have eaten 4 sandwiches all at once before. I love pasta and bread and can eat a lot of it. I feel like restaurants get offended because I always finish my plate and can't take any home, lol. So you can easily become obese. Because of my condition, failure to thrive, I'm unable to gain weight. I have a very fast metabolism. I have maintained the same weight since I was 15. If I didn't have the condition I would definitely be obese. How does this affect your bathroom schedule? I actually have to use the bathroom pretty often. I feel I use it as often as normal people though, at least when I drink enough. I don't think this has been asked. Is there a name for your condition? I thought failure to thrive was mostly for infants. Failure to thrive is for infants and children, but it is possible to have it as an adult. It does not have a name, but it does affect other people. My mother is an RN, and she had never seen the condition before. I did my own research and saw there were other people like me, though. I mostly have a fast metabolism. Not a question, but there is a Bollywood superhero film based on your condition. Hope you relate to that character. It's available on Netflix. Wow, that's cool. My condition is slightly different from his, since I'm able to feel pain, just not hunger or thirst. I'll definitely watch it sometime, though. Yeah, was about to ask about the pain thing, didn't want to spam the comments, thank you for clarifying though. Point, have a nice watch. Have you ever been malnourished? Has there been a point where you almost starved yourself to death? Definitely was malnourished as a baby. I literally would not eat or gain weight. I have always been very thin because of it. My family and doctors thought I would starve when I was a few months. My mom also had a brain tumor at the time, so it was one of her low points in life. I hope that one day medicine will become so advanced that a human being has to take one pill or one shot only once and they are cured of all of their illness/syndrome. Good luck in life. That would be amazing. Someone needs to invent that. Did being FTT as a baby affect your size in later life, or did you catch up? I'm 19 and 130 pounds, and have been since I was 15. I'm 5 feet 6, which is a little above average height. Or that's good to know that it hasn't adversely affected you. It's scary having an FTT baby. Definitely. My mom also had a brain tumor at the time they thought I would starve. Not a good time in her life. Do you enjoy eating and drinking, or is it more like work? I know somebody who can't taste and smell, very skinny guy, he always says it's just work to him. I can taste and smell and love eating. Drinking water is more difficult, and I have to remind myself that I have to if I want to keep being able to run. How about strong alcohol? Do you ever chug some shots without blinking an eye? I'm in USA, so I can't drink yet. I have tasted wine and alcohol and the smell and taste makes me want to puke, though. I'm able to eat 99% dark chocolate just fine, though. It tastes great to me. Most 19-year-olds have gotten drunk a few times though. Hardly anyone in the USA actually waits until they're 21. Do you ever struggle like on hot days? Definitely. I get heat exhaustion frequently. I always carry water with me and make sure not to spend too much time in the sun. I stay inside for most of my day because of school and work. I also stay in the shade when I go out to run or walk. Would you count this as an advantage on some cases? If yes, how? I'm able to procrastinate school because of not getting tired, though sometimes that isn't a good thing. I don't have to worry about wasting money on lunch some days. Plus, it's pretty cool, and it amazes my friends lol. It amazes me too lol. I'm able to live a pretty normal life. Just a few pros and cons. What percent of the population have this? Can't honestly answer that. I know that there are other cases of the population that have it, at least according to the internet research I've done. A large percentage of infants have failure to thrive and high metabolism. I'm not a doctor, so I can't say for sure. Sorry if it's been asked already, but what's the cause? No idea. It is not genetic as far as we know. My mother was very high risk for pregnancy and was 40 when she had me, which has caused a lot of medical conditions. Just want to say kudos on a very interesting Amma. Also props to answering so diligently all the repeat questions and variations therein. I hope your life is fulfilling and your condition can assist to bring you positive opportunities in your adventures. That's the end. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and the Taco Fairy will visit you tonight.